Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time is kind of a creepy story time. It's one of those, I guess, scary ones. You could call it scary, but it was definitely just one of those moments where I was like, wow, I should probably move houses because it was weird, man. This story time takes place in 2017. I'm just getting right into it. It all started off as a normal morning. I'm sitting in my room, just chilling, doing nothing really. And I had this friend, let's just call him John, all right? Now, John was a very good friend of mine, okay? He still is. And it was his birthday on this day in 2017. So I texted him. I was like, yo, happy birthday, man. He's like, thanks, dude. You coming to the party tonight? I was like, I had no idea there was a party, but yeah, I'll be there. So I quickly left my house. I went and I got a gift from my boy John. I bought him some like phone case that he was hyping up that he thought was cool. And I got him a hoodie that I thought he would like. And that night, I went to his house to his birthday party, and it was a pretty big party. If I had to guess, there was like 50, maybe 75 people in his small little house that he was renting, so like definitely pretty big for the house size. And for the most part, the party was a lot of fun. But towards the end, there was this person there who I didn't like very much. In school, me and him didn't really like each other, and it wasn't for no good reason. He was just naturally like a dickhead. Like every given chance he got in school to mess with me or mess with any of my friends, he would. I don't know why. I don't know why he liked to so much. I guess he was just kind of like that classic high school bully you hear about. But yeah, he was just kind of a Chad dickhead that bullied people, and the majority of people in school did not like him very much, including me. So when I saw him at this party, I was really surprised because John got messed with him in high school a lot as well. So I went up to John and I was like, yo, why did you invite that guy here? Like, didn't you have a problem with him back in school? And he was like, yeah, man, you're right. But sadly, that was my friend's only way of getting here, was getting a ride from him, and he wanted to come here. So I just said fine and I let him come. And I was like, okay, fair enough, man. Like, whatever you want. It's your birthday. So yeah, towards the very end of the party, I was on my way out. I was leaving. It was like the final seconds of me being there, right? And it was a great night. I was like, wow, like, this was an awesome party. And I was really happy inside that nothing messed it up. Because most of the time, when I go to parties, there's somebody or something that happens that just ruins the whole night for me. And I thought that this was finally going to be one of those nights where everything was just okay. But of course, I was wrong. On my way out the door, I hear someone yell, yo, Austin. And I turn around, and it's none other than the Chad King of just being a dickhead himself. I'm just going to call him Chad, okay? Chad, the bully from high school, the one that nobody liked. And I see him staring at me, and he's like smiling with a real just diabolical smile, like he's a villain. And I was like, what's up, Chad? He goes, yo, man, leaving so soon? I was like, nah, man, I've been here for like 3 hours. Like, I gotta go home. I'm tired. He's like, come on, man. Like, don't pussy out now. Like, it's just getting started. And this caught me off guard, okay? Because it's very strange that Chad was trying to get me to stay at the party. Like, he was someone that did not like me in high school, and I didn't really like him, like I said. So the fact that he was trying to get me to stay was very strange to me. I'm like, what is this guy planning? So I asked him, I'm like, why do you want me to stay so bad? He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I haven't seen you in forever. I wanted to talk to you, like, catch up. And this was a nice surprise for me. I thought that Chad maybe changed. Maybe he was a good guy now. But at the same time, I was just way too exhausted. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I have to go home. Like, I'm so tired. I barely slept the night before. So I'm sorry. He's like, all good, man. Like, maybe some other time. So yeah, after that, I leave the party. I go back to my house. I'm laying in bed. I fall asleep. And after this, about a week goes by. The next weekend comes along. And I get a message on Facebook from none other than Chad himself, saying, yo, man, there's a party on your street this weekend. You should come. And I was like, who's hosting? And he tells me it's my neighbor. It's one of my friends, actually. And I was like, yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll see if I can go. So I hit up my friend. I was like, yo, can I go to your party this weekend? He's like, yeah, man, of course. I meant to invite you anyway. I'm like, okay, cool. Once again, I'm weirded out. Like, why is Chad hitting me up? Why is he inviting me to parties? Like, this dude used to hate me in school. So I'm just so confused. So yeah, fast forward to when the party was happening. I got ready. I went to the party. And I get there. And immediately, Chad slaps me up. He's right there at the front door. He's like, yo, man, glad you can make it. Like, how you been? I'm like, good, dude. And this whole night, he has this smile on his face. Like he's planning something. I could just not understand what it was. But, I tried to ignore it and just enjoy the night. I talked to my friends. I hung out with them there. And then once again, a few hours later, I got tired and I decided to walk home. It was only across the street, so I could just walk right home. So yeah, after that, I said goodbye to everyone. I said goodbye to Chad even. And I was like, all right, have a good night, guys. And Chad goes, yo, do you still live right across the street? And I was like, yeah, why? He goes, oh, we should kick it sometime. I'm like, all right, man. So yeah, after that, I leave the party. I go back to my house right across the street. It was like a 1-minute walk. I get inside. I lay down in bed. I was exhausted. And I start to drift off to sleep. And right when I'm about to just fully fall asleep, I hear like a crashing sound on my porch. It sounded like glass breaking. So immediately I jump up out of bed because I'm terrified. It sounds like someone's trying to break into my house. I don't know if that was a window breaking or like a plant falling off the table outside, something. So I peek out my window and I can see on my porch that my motion light is on and there's a broken flower pot in the middle of my porch, just broken into pieces. And I'm like, what the hell? And it's not windy out at all, so there's no way the wind knocked it over. It's a strong flower pot. And also, it was on a table, like, in the middle of it. So, it would take, like, a straight-up windstorm to knock that shit down. So, at this point, I'm terrified. I get up and I start creeping over to my front door to, like, peek through and see if anybody's out there, or, like, see if anything else is broken or something. So, I look out into my kitchen, and the door's locked, and the windows are all closed, and everything looks normal. And I open the front door, and I check my porch, and yeah, the only thing broken was this flower pot. And as I'm checking out the flower pot and seeing how it could have possibly broken, all of a sudden, a giant bucket of water gets dumped on me from behind, and then a giant thing of flour hits me in the back of the head. Like, just flour all over me, white powder. And I turn around, and it's none other than Chad and some other random fucking dude standing in my house behind me, laughing. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Where'd you guys just come from? Because I didn't see them walk up behind me or something. Like, they must have been in my house. And they're like, oh, we just snuck in through your window. Wanted to mess with you a little bit like the old days. And I was like, what? You broke into my fucking house? And Chad's like, no, I didn't break in. You left the window unlocked. I was like, dude, that's fucking illegal. You can't just jump through my window in the middle of the night when I don't even know you like that. Like, you're not someone that I'm that close with where you can just enter my household at any given point in the night and dump flour on me, you fucking idiot. And Chad goes, oh, triggered little Austin, just like the old days. I'm like, dumbass Chad, just like the old days. And he gets up in my face, and he's like, say that again. I was like, dude, I'm too fucking tired, too fucking pissed off, and not in the mood to deal with your shit right now. You just broke into my house, basically, pretty much assaulted me by throwing water and flour on me, and now you're in my face threatening to fight me, basically. Please, I dare you to swing on me so I can watch you sleep in a jail cell for the night. And he goes, you're a bitch. And he turns around and he walks away off my property, leaving me with a broken flower pot and his dumbass friend standing there. And I was like, are you going to go too? And he goes, I just want to say sorry, man. Like, this was just wrong. I can't believe I didn't think this through. I was like, yeah, man, just have a good night. He goes, you too, bro. Sorry about this. And he leaves. I give him credit. At least he was nice enough to apologize. Chad, the dumbass, wasn't so nice. But yeah, the dude snuck into my house while I was asleep and dumped water and flour on me. And it got me thinking, like, I wonder why he wanted me to stay at that party a week ago, because I don't know what he was planning then. I think he would have tried the same thing, but in front of all those people at that party instead. But either way, yeah, after that, I was curious, so I checked my security cameras, and I just see him on video climbing up my table into my window, and when he was climbing through, he accidentally kicked the flower pot off the table and broke it, and that's where that came from. And then his friend jumped through the window right after that, and by the time they were inside, I was awake and walking out to the kitchen to see what was happening, and they hid behind my kitchen table and waited till I opened the front door, and then ran up to me with their buckets of water and flour. I can't believe I was clueless enough to not hear them jump in through my window. That's the part that I can't understand. But yeah, guys, in the end, I was fine. Everyone was fine. But I was terrified. I can't lie. Like, I locked my windows every single night and double-checked that they were locked every night after this. And yeah, moral of the story is, do not be like Chad. Don't go in someone's house. I don't care if you know them. You can't just go in someone's house in the middle of the night. Terrible idea. But yeah, guys, kind of a scary, kind of a funny story, and I thought you guys would enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.